Mint has been around for a while. Definitely one of the older names around. But I don't think we've seen Mint recently. But definitely like season 5, 6, 7 around that time. And I think a few more recent seasons as well. Yeah. Definitely an older name. Yeah, last season. Older name who's been around for quite a while. But both races are ready. Good luck, have fun. This is a titanium division matchup. Let's check up on some stats. Ribbon with a 14-13 record, average of 10.53 and a fastest of 8.33, and this is Mint's first match. So, that's how it stands. Mint was here earlier saying how they have not played Necrodancer for 3 months. And we'll see how that will turn out. You'd be surprised about how little de-rusting you need when you play Necrodancer. Blood, shop for Mint. There's a jaw, doesn't accidentally pick it up. Always good. Ribbon going for the Blood Shopkeeper kill. Free jaw. Yes. And Ribbon will take the Golden Broadsword. It's probably what I would do. I do like having gold break open crates and whatnot, which helps you get better things even if you do have to run a broadsword. And also, obviously, the gold kills as well. Mint kinda just purchased the armor and dipped. But yeah. And on to Fortismal 1. Taking a bit of time as Fortismal hops around. But securing the Flawless, which is an important part here to be able to check black for a Glass Sphere. Ribbon, meanwhile, utilizing the Gold Broadsword to find Titanium Shovel. Then finding a Luminous Torch. Shop for Mint could take, yeah. Takes Ring of Darkness, you don't often see that, but that allows Mint to be able to get the big digs. And just finds an Obsidian Longsword, so this big dig shovel is already paying off pretty nicely. So it's probably hoping to find a ring swap to and this gun and potion in the arena. We'll just snag that for free. Ribbon has enough to just purchase the big digs and the cheese as well. So does not need to look out for a ring swap. We'll probably run into the Obsidian Longsword right here as well. Mint will be checking purple for a shield spell. pretty good push. It's probably still looking out for some kind of ring swap here. Aw, taking 2 hits from this hot dog. That's not good. There's a barrel there which could have food or something. A ring. I think Mint will just pass it on. But losing a lot of time and health on 3-3. Mint is down to half a heart. So we'll just take out the Congo lines here. Instead of spending one of the 8 bombs. Probably gonna check purple for a ring swap. But we'll get heal spell, that definitely is fine as well. Yeah. Ribbon bombing Conga here. Ooh, a confused Grey Goblin. Those are always a bit spooky to deal with. Always a bit spooky. Like, how do they move? But no flawless for Ribbon means Ribbon won't be able to take advantage of the heal spell, which is pretty big given Ribbon is on half a heart now. I think looking for regen, but finds peace. So yeah, being on half a heart, not having that heal spell, definitely gonna be slow, if not cause a death. Death is worst case. Being slow is best case. Half a heart bad. Mint moving on to 4-3. Oh, that was a shield. Great shield there for Ribbon. Thanks to Raid Majin. Hello. So, Ribbon's still in it. Thanks to that. Oh, this is terrifying. Mint is on zone for a boss. There's some heavy glass inside the shop, which is an option. There's also the titanium, not titanium spear, blood spear. Yeah, heavy glass is probably the way to go, given you don't want to take like 3 hits anyways for the rest of the run, but yeah, and also you have to I don't like this. Mint, meanwhile, is just vibing along, has the heal spell to chop up on health, which is Ribbon missing out on that has just spiraled. It's made things bad, and now it's making things worse as Ribbon tries to make up the deficit. Mint down to 2 hearts, some aggressive pushing. Left side Dead Ringer spawn. Mint is doing lures? Not sure now's the time to do lures, but it should be fine. Ribbon's only on 5-1. There you go, lure success. Ribbon is on 5-2 as Mint decides to wait for an extra extended shield here. Mint making sure that this Necrodancer fight will finish, given the somewhat precarious health situation. Oh, Ribbon's not in a good spot here, but will survive. One hit left on the Necrodancer as Ribbon moves on to Dead Ringer. And that will be it. GG. And taking the first point with a 956.91. Which is a sub 10. Pretty nice. I think Ribbon's game just closed. But yeah. Ribbon not having that heal spell. That was bad. That was pretty bad. It's already behind. Was hurting for health. And then also not be able to get a heal spell. And also was behind as well, so that was a pretty big blow. I like that ring pick. What ring pickup? Oops. I should probably know. What's the ring? I don't remember. I was too busy watching Ribbon. Because Ribbon was, like, on the edge of death. Oops. Whatever. Good luck, have fun to both racers. Second seed. Let's see what this has got. Ribbon finds an early extra bomb. We'll spend it on the nearby barrel for a glass shovel. And finds a base torch inside the red chest. Looks like a good leprechaun milking for Mint. Won't milk it all the way. Definitely could have milked it a bit more, but still a decent amount of gold. No. If you get leprechaun milk this early, it could easily help you. On 1-1. Big fat leprechaun milk will get your finances in order. Tier 3 crack ball. Ribbon will check what's inside using the last shovel, which it's never the food shop. Ribbon finding the blood shop though, which will not have the best items, but kill for the drum. What is Mint trying to do? Looking for a blood shop. What's Ribbon trying to do? Wait, just take the trapdoor. This is close. What is happening? Wait. Oh. The what? What? Is... What is happening? Oh, looking for the shop. So both races is gonna spend quite a bit of time on this. Magic ham in the shop. Pretty nice. Ribbon going for the kill. Picking up titanium bow as well. Now what is Ribbon doing? What is happening on this floor? Like, both these races spent like a collective, like, 4 minutes on this floor. But it was worth it. It was Magic Ham, and both races did find that in part 2, how much time was spent. But yeah, Ribbon being diligent with this bow, making sure to clear out the enemies like you should if you're rolling with bow. But never mind, he's an Obsidian Harp anyways. Mint seems to be hurting, has just 1 heart left. There is chicken in the shop. Mint will bomb in to get that. Along with leather armor as well. Oh. Ribbon, considering what to take there, but all the items are meh. Ham is probably the way to go there, but probably you'd have to give up drum. Ribbon getting windspelled into a bit of a hit there. Yeah, Ribbon showing about a floor ahead. But yeah, both races rolling pretty much identical builds. Mint does have the leather armor though. It's definitely nice to have any kind of protection. It really does add up over time. Especially with more hearts. You get more value out of armor the more hearts you got to use it with. Meanwhile, in the 2-3 shop, there is Pink Shovel. We'll just purchase that. Cannot afford anything else, including that map, which is why Mint should have farmed a bit harder. Ribbon will move on without checking that shop. So it has a slight lead still. Find a titanium rapier. Big bombs for Ribbon. It's pretty even in both a build and pace, but Mint does have the Pink Shovel, which is a pretty big item for speed-wise. Oh right, what happened? Didn't Ribbon kill the shop? Wouldn't have been able to get that anyways. I don't remember actually. I think so though. Yeah, look, there's no shopkeeper in there. There's no items in there, even with the monocle. Mint spending... Can't afford anything in the shop. That's why you milked the leprechaun at the beginning, Mint. Ugh. Going into the shop, but being too poor. Meanwhile, with strength pickup, Ribbon is clearly thinking about it, whether to keep the mapping. But I think getting rid of the mapping was the right choice. Because that will help your opponent more than you, probably. Because you don't got the move dig. And this damage up will help only you. Well, yeah, still pretty even in terms of build. Very even in terms of pace as well. Pain is shredding through these blade masses for both racers. But still super even into 4-3. Seems like Mint is having more efficient route, but it's still very, very, very close. Well, that was very well handled with that exit room for Ribbon. Mint has Blast Helm, big bombs. No longer has Blast Helm. Whoa. What just happened to the shopkeeper on Mint's end? Okay, it ran away. Anywho, bit of a 4-3 juggling there to try to find more items. Mint does have the pink shovel here. Here's where the pink shovel can shine. Ribbon finding the blast cell as well. And Mint healing up using this food shop. Yeah, Mint does have the torture balls, so I mean, it doesn't matter. So, a very, very slight lead for Mint here. This layout doesn't really benefit Move Dig too much, so... Ribbon should be fine. And this layout does benefit Move Dig, but where's Mint going? Just dig up! You got the pink shovel, use it! Especially in a race this close. Mint doesn't have enough bombs. No, it does. Has two. Has the big bombs. It's fine. Well, Ribbon is fine on this left side scoot. But yeah, Ribbon is currently set up to win this, minus the lack of health. Making sure Dorian is well and far out of the way. Getting the early hit, 1.5 hearts left, and no armor. Or Ribbon needs to stay alive. Mint also has the Necrodancer free. It's 1 hit to 4 hits. And Ribbon's on the last hit. And there it is, Ribbon will take this in a very close set. GG's. Race from time of 10:51.68. It could have been way faster if 1-2 wasn't just a massive time sink. Anywho, score is currently 1-1. As we go on to our third and final set race, I mean. See who earns the last point. It is on concurrent races. On Goose channel, we got Goof versus Crate. Currently 0-2. in favor of Gray. And then in 33 minutes, we have Ochre versus Incolagor on Spoody's channel, and at the same time, Arborelia versus Dash on Goose channel. But yeah, both races are ready to go. Good luck, have fun. They didn't have the loot for the last hit. Oh. Bruh. I didn't even realize that. Early reset for Ribbon, but it's not gonna be the right choice. The exit's just gonna be right next to the room, but we're going the wrong way. Finds a bomb. That definitely did look like the dead end, though. Also finds the blood shop, which is there is armor and a golden flail, which is pretty good actually. But you can crack open things with gold damage. Ribbon will take all of that, and the blood drum as well, of course. And just finds a blood shovel. Mint has reset for the goodies here in 1-1 that missed out on. I think Mint could have gone that. Picked up the glass armor, but and the show probably should have just kept running down, but jumped to the right to get away from the lead shopkeeper out of instinct, which is only natural. Mint gets a kill, at least with the same items. Ribbon trying to probably find something new, take out this food shopkeeper, but probably we'll just buy out the items and eat the chicken there. I think that pulse hit nothing for Ribbon. I think the mini-boss is already dead. Whatever, preemptive pulse. Down the trapdoor. Arena for Ribbon will find the big bombs. And Mint just finds a familiar. We'll leave that behind, understandably. And Mint will be the first one onto Deep Blues, followed shortly by Ribbon. Oh, Mint gets knighted, trying to line up the king. Ribbon uses the pulse, will get the flawless. Try to check black for a really, really good weapon that Mint will have to miss out on. That is the Obsidian Cat. So yeah, not only does Mint have to stay on this gold flail without any damage up, the worst part about it is that Ribbon has a significantly better weapon. So, Mint going into shop will upgrade to titanium using the weapon transmute. So that helps a lot, given that Mint is no longer on 1 damage. Ribbon digging through using 1 heart with the blood shovel. Mint will probably have to go around here. Depending on where the exit is, it's probably down. So that one heart was kind of for nothing. That's a good pull slide up there. You crack open the crate and kill the mushroom as well. Mint is just on half a heart. Oh, this is a safe shop. Probably worth killing for. I mean, Ribbon already bought something, but we'll go for the kill anyways. Mint is gonna do the same after all, is on half heart. Only need to use one bomb because Mint does have the flail, but spends two anyways. Yeah, piercing flail is not horrible. Mint is completely walled out from being able to exit here. Has to blood drum twice. The first one because the enemy was in the way of the flail. The second one to actually dig. It's rolling on 1.5 cursed hearts. Ribbon's health situation isn't doing too much better, though. Ring of War for Ribbon. Piercing is probably gonna be better. I have a very bro voice. I have no clue what that means. One that's similar to like bruh sound effect. Anywho, Mint does manage to find some sunglasses to pull this flail up to 3 damage and makes it pretty serviceable against a damage uplift based obsidian cat. Finds a magic chicken as well. This will use that for healing. Ribbon is pretty decently ahead. Never mind, they're on the same floor now. Ribbon is spending time to get this darkness. Big Bomb. Ribbon forgot about Big Bomb there and blew up the darkness. Whoops. I forgot about it too. That's fine. Man, taking 2 hearts of damage there. Decent Shriner as well. Mint will just move on from it. Yeah, the health situation for both races isn't looking too good. Mint is doing a bit better. Actually, 2.5 hearts is not too bad. With Skoika suit, Ribbon just has 1.5. Both will check purple for a disappointing ring of gold. About even now. That room had more enemies for Ribbon, even though Ribbon's the one with peace, but should be better. This is a potential ring of regen for Ribbon. Making sure the bomb goblin doesn't interfere. So Ribbon swapping off to regen, which is the right choice given health is needed at the moment. So 1 curse heart left for Ribbon, but should start healing here. Boots of Pain on Mint's end. We'll pass up on that because of the health. And goo boots are good to have when you have such a snaggy weapon in Zone 4. Oh, that's a Telemite take from Ribbon. It's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be safe, which is the biggest thing. Solid pulse here from Ribbon's getting some pretty good value out of this pulse that Mint doesn't have, and will trail shortly behind. Mint here. Ribbon spending a bomb to make that go by quicker. Mint does not have a bomb charm, actually. He needs to keep these 3 bombs. Does have the blood drum, though. So, Ribbon takes the lead with that. Pretty subtle difference. Mint is still keeping pretty good pace to an Obsidian Cat with a Titanium Flail. But is falling behind. Definitely, we should try to be ahead, given that Ribbon has better tools for the Necrodancer fight. Dead Ringer, though, is also a problem with Flail at times. Yeah, Ribbon onto Dead Ringer. Mint pushing shortly behind, very aggressive, going down to just half a Curse Heart left. A bit of ping-ponger for Ribbon, but will be fine. This is not it for Mint. Mint just on half a Curse Heart left on this Dead Ringer, will get charged into and die. Ribbon just needs to finish off this Necrodancer fight, but that was a pretty big hit. Groin is frozen. Oh jeez. Keep it together, it's fine. And there it is, a GG. Ribbon taking this point with a race room time of 11:26.67. Wow, we've we've had a 0.68 followed by a 0.67 from Ribbon. Shout out to 100th place Precision.